Come on, dog. My shipmate. Custodial Roth IRA.
All right, what is up, YouTube? Frugal fam in the house. We are doing live trivia in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to make a note on the chat box so people that are coming in can see. But yeah, we're going to start time 4 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to do some live Roth IRA trivia. Got to give a good like for the YouTube algorithm. So if you're watching, don't be afraid to like. And this will be the third week of doing live trivia. So far I've gotten 0 other people to play with me, but I have had at least one person watch the live stream. So thank you for whoever that person was. Today is week 3. So the goal here is to get at least one other person to join and play this game with me. So the directions are on the screen. So you go to kahoot.it. Just look at this literally this whole box that's up here is going to be your directions. So visit the website, or you can download you can play from your phone, because the trivia game is called Kahoot, and so they have their own app. So once you're into the app, all you got to do is input this PIN number, and then your name is going to pop up on the screen. So we got about 18 minutes before we start live trivia. And in the meantime, while we wait, let's see if anyone else is joining in. It looks like there's one other person that's in right now. How are you today? That actually might be me. I'm not sure. Maybe not, but if it is someone, hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a good Friday. We'll go back to the directions. Once again, we are doing live trivia starting at 4 p.m., which is going to be in about 18 minutes. And so right now I'm just going to do some social media advertising, see if we can get any of my Snapchat friends to join. I got a bunch of books over here that are, let's see here. That's all right. Yeah, I got a bunch of books these books are holding up my laptop right now. So if anyone ever wants to know anything about clocks, these literally, it's like 1,000 pages of what to do, how to build a clock. It's not my hobby, but they work really great for holding up the laptop. So let's see if anyone else is joining in. Yep, still one person. So it still might just be me here. Let's see here. All right, we're going to do some social media advertising. And yeah, hopefully get some people to join. Last week we did live trivia last week, but it was on credit scores. So this week will be a brand new topic. So this is going to be, how well do you know your Roth IRA? Or if you don't have a Roth IRA, then maybe this will be a good time to kind of to learn. So I think the quiz is 12 questions long. So the goal is to have a little fun, and also learn something new. It's only 12 minutes, so it shouldn't take that long. Shooting for maybe a half an hour game. And yeah, do this, learn something new, then get a good start to the weekend. So just gotta send out this link to all my Snapchat friends. Yeah, let's see. You guys probably can't see that. It's my Snapchat. Watch live now. Click the link. So, I mean, if one person clicks the link, that'd be cool. But if not, the show must go on regardless. I'm trying to make this a weekly format. So every Friday, try to do a live trivia game around the same time. So I'm shooting for 4 o'clock Eastern time every Friday, because doing live videos is a lot easier than doing the edited videos, because editing just takes literally just consumes like your whole life. So I think the most consistent thing I can do is do these live streams. Try to have a little fun with it, maybe learn something new, and still try to put out videos as much as I can. So let's see. So it looks like 2 people have viewed my Snapchat so far. Live trivia starts at 4 p.m. Be there, be square. It'd be funny if my mic was muted right now and I was literally just talking to myself, but it looks like my mic is on. So that's a good start. Also, if it looks like I'm like looking in weird directions, my camera is down at the bottom, and then I have my phone. So these are the 2 screens I'm going to be using. I'm going to be playing on my phone, because if I try to flip back and forth between my laptop screen, it's going to get super confusing. So I'm going to play on my phone, and then we'll have the live game up on the screen so everyone can see it. So I'm going to join the chat right now on my phone. So that's why I'm looking down at my phone right now. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Be sure to join the game. Please join, at least one person join, so I can play versus someone else. I'm not playing versus myself again. If you missed my beginning spiel, this is the 3rd week in a row of playing this live trivia. Last week was about credit scores. This week is about Roth IRAs. And so far we have not got a single person to play the game with me. So I'm hoping that one person watching today will want to play. All you have to do is follow the instructions on the screen. Literally this white box tells you everything that you need to know. So once you go to the app or the website, all you have to do is input this number, and then you will be connected. You'll see your name pop up in the middle here, and then you'll be connected to the game. Pretty cool. So we're going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So that would be in about 12 minutes, 12 minutes from now. So yeah, it looks like we have one. So I have my live stream up. I don't know if you can see that, but live stream is up on my phone. So I can see basically who's in the chat. And yeah, it looks like we only have one person right now. So I think it's the same one person that's been watching it the past 3 weeks in a row now. So thank you for watching. I appreciate that. It looks like we just got a second viewer. Hi, welcome to the channel. We are doing live trivia today, and we're going to start in about 10 minutes. Live trivia. So if you look at my screen, all you have to do is join the if you want to join and play live trivia with me, follow the directions in the white box above. So you have to go to this. It's a game website called Kahoot. And once you're there, all you have to do, it's a free game. You don't have to download anything. Once you're there, you just have to input this number that's on the screen, and then you'll see your name. I mean, you can choose what name you want, but your name is going to pop up in the middle here. And so in a second, I'll do it, and then you'll see my name pop up. So actually, yeah, I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to join the game. So I'll try to show you directions too. Maybe this can help you out. Let's see here. So my phone's loading right now, but so I have the app, but you don't need the app. You can also use the desktop version. Um, it's free, whatever one you want. All right. So once you basically get to the platform, it's the Kahoot, and that middle white box it basically says input your PIN number. So I'm going to input the number that's on the screen. So 5896734. I'm going to hit enter. Cool. So once I've done that, now it's the next screen. It says, what is your nickname? So what do you want to be called in the game? So I would like to be called Frugal Fran. All right, here we go. Yeah, and then after you click, yeah, you're in. So yeah, after you put the number in and then your nickname, you'll see your name pop up on the screen. So right now I am the only person playing. So please, if you are watching this, join the game so I don't have to play versus myself. It'd be nice to play versus someone else. All right, looks like we still have 2 people in the chat. So thank you. Shout out to those 2 people. That's one more person than we had last week. Last week we only had 1 person that showed up, which is, I mean, it's fine. Friday at 4 p.m. is kind of like a weird time because, I mean, most people are getting done around 4, so some people are like still at work, but it's also, I don't know, on the East Coast it's 4 p.m., but on the West Coast it's still 1 in the afternoon. So I'm hoping to kind of get some of the crowd that's finishing up work on the East Coast, and then some people who might be taking their lunch break on the West Coast. So once again, if you see me like looking all over the place, my camera is down there, but my screen's up there. So if I'm not looking at the camera, I apologize. I'm also going to be playing the game on my phone. So I will try to do my best to look at the camera, but I'm probably going to be looking all over the place. So yeah, 2 people. This is awesome. Hey, do me. Oh, someone clicked the like button. Hey, I appreciate that. Whoever clicked the like button, I appreciate you. Hope you have a good weekend. Feel free if you want, you can type something in the chat. I don't know, get a conversation going. Talk about whatever you want, but we're going to start the game at 4 p.m. So we still have about 7 minutes. 7 minutes and then we will start. It looks like I'm the only person that's currently registered in the game right now. So once again, it's a free game. You actually don't even need to download anything. You can just go to the website kahoot.it. And then once you're there, just input the code, the PIN number, and then you can play live trivia with yours truly, Frugal Fam. So I'd actually be pretty happy. I mean, so far we're beating last week. Like I said, last week we only had 1 person that watched the live stream. So far we are doing better than last week. So thank you if that person's here. Appreciate you. Yeah, once again, 6 minutes before we start. I'm gonna try to mute my mic so you guys don't hear me drinking water. That might be weird. I'm looking at my phone right now. Get the live chat is going on my phone right now. So yeah, so if you're new here, I'm basically filming in my parents' bathroom right now. So I mean, if you know how like a sunroom works, like I feel like most houses have a sunroom, but it's basically just like an open room with giant windows. And so this place has like the most light, so I feel like it's the best for filming. So I'm not gonna show you around because it's actually pretty messy behind me right now. But just know that I'm filming in my parents' bathroom, so kind of kind of do some bathroom trivia on Friday. 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. So hope you guys are having a good day. Got the weekend's coming up. I'm not sure if anyone has any big plans. My weekend will probably be pretty chill. But yeah, beautiful day out right now. Not sure if I'm not sure if everyone else is on the East Coast. I know YouTube is like a really big platform. So there could be people from international countries that are watching. So actually, that's a good question. I wonder what time it is in Europe. Let's see here. Oh, okay, so it's almost 9 o'clock in the UK right now. Kind of interesting. So West Coast people are on their lunch break. East Coast people are getting ready to finish up their workday, or maybe their workday's over. And then people in the UK are, a few hours away from going to bed. So once again, let's see. The problem is when you log into this game too quickly, it'll actually kick you out if you don't if you register too early. So I think that's why my name disappeared. So what I'm gonna do, since because we're starting soon, I'm gonna re-register so at least one person is playing. Oh, there we go. All right, so if you go idle, basically if you're idle, it'll disappear. So no problem. It looks like I'm back in the game. And we still have two people. So hey, shout out to those two people that are still watching. I'm gonna start in 2 minutes. Two minutes. And once again, I'm not trying to peer pressure you, but it's only gonna be me playing the game. So if you want to play, you don't have to play, but it would be fun if someone else played the game with me. Um, yeah, once again, all the directions are in the white box on the screen. You just go to Kahoot. Kahoot is the live trivia game. And once you're there, all you have to do is input the number and then whatever nickname you want to call yourself, and then you will be in the game. But if no one else joins, it's literally just going to be me playing versus myself, and that is no fun. But it's okay because we can still learn something new. Hopefully, learn something new about Roth IRAs and saving for retirement. All right, so last week, so I'm going to be flipping through my screens on my phone. So if someone joins the game and doesn't know how to play, I guess just do me a favor, just type something in the chat or something. I'll try to check the chat in between questions. But if I'm not able to get it, then someone can just input it in the chat. Um, all right, 4 o'clock. Because we have two people, I'm trying to respect everyone's time. So I appreciate you guys watching. Right before we get started, I just want to let you know that today's, well, first off, my name is Mike. If you're watching, you don't know me, I run the YouTube channel called Frugal Fam, which is all about saving money, baby. Yeah, this is going to be a raw live video. So this is kind of my personality. It's a lot different than what you see on camera, because on camera, everything is usually scripted. So this is going to be like the raw version. But yeah, today we're playing live trivia on this game called Kahoot. And so you'll see what it looks like here in a second. But today's topic is Roth IRAs. And I just want to let everyone know that if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because I try to do new videos every week or two. Today's topic, I actually already did a video on. So if you can see my screen here, so this is actually the thumbnail of the video. So before we get into this game, I just want to show you this real quick. But a Roth IRA, if you kind of think of it as like your freezer or like your refrigerator. So the goal of your Roth IRA is to like keep all your food inside your fridge cold and keep it away from like bacteria so you can eat it later. So if you think of like your pizza rolls, I mean, everyone likes pizza rolls, right? Your pizza rolls would be like your investments, right? And then the bacteria is trying to get to the investments, but they can't because the fridge is keeping the pizza rolls cold. So think of your Roth IRA as like your tax shield. So your bacteria would be your taxes, and then your fridge is going to shield the bacteria away from your pizza rolls. So I don't know if you guys like pizza rolls. Let me know in the chat down below. I don't know. I'm a big fan of pizza rolls, but let's get into the game. This is exciting. We already have more people than last week, so I'm gonna get the game up on my phone. I'm switching screens, so please bear with me. But it looks like it's just me playing versus me. So yeah, so if you've never seen how the game works, you'll see it right now. All right, so the question is going to be in the white box in the center. Usually when there's not enough space, I have to like take a picture of it. So the question is in the middle. Whoa, weird. All right, so we'll just take a pause for a second. So if you've never played this game, this is how it works. So you have like you choose, your question is usually at the top, and then all your answers are at the bottom. And so you have to choose which one is right. So if you've never played the game before, you get points based on if you get the question right or wrong. And then you get even more points based on how quickly you answer the question, right? So if you were to Google these questions, that's going to eat up your time. So even if you get the right answer, you're still not going to beat someone who clicks the answer instantly, right? So that's kind of how the game works. But I actually forgot what the question was. I think it was in terms of your taxes. So try to learn something new. So this is really comparing your traditional IRA versus your Roth IRA. So the biggest thing is your taxes, right? So with traditional IRA, you are paying taxes when you retire. Whereas with your Roth IRA, you are paying taxes now. So the biggest question is, who cares? Why does it matter? Well, it matters if you plan on being in a higher tax bracket later on in life. So if someone like me, I'm 30 years old. If I plan on being, if I'm still early on in my career, which I am, that means I'm most likely going to be in a higher tax bracket in the future, right? So I would want to pay money on my investments now because my tax bracket is lower, rather than later in life when I'm making more money. I'm going to be paying higher taxes. And so I'll show you actually at the end of this quiz, there's another question that's similar to this, and I can show you kind of the opposite. So that is question number one. I'm going to check the chat real quick. We'll see if anyone's joined. James, shout out to James. Yo, we're 3 people. We finally have 3 people in the chat. James, if you're watching, looks like he's the only one that commented, but if you're watching right now, so the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, it says Kahoot. I'll highlight it right now. So the bottom right-hand, so all you have to do is go to kahoots.it, type it in on your browser, on your phone, and then type in that game pin, that pin number, and then you can join and play. You can play live trivia with me right now. So I'm just gonna move on to the next question. If you want to play, then just follow the directions at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Let's see. All right, correct. On to question 2. Here we go. Yeah, so yeah, I'm playing versus myself right now, so yeah, not too exciting, but it's okay. We're getting more people in. All right, here's the question. What is the maximum yearly amount you can contribute towards a Roth IRA as of this year? So this would be fun if someone else actually was playing, because I feel like you just need to know. I don't know, it's something I feel like you just need to research. I'm just gonna let the timer run down. I know the right answer. 5 seconds left. All right. Wow, look at that. Right answer. It's almost like I wrote the test. Yeah, once again, if you want to play, the directions at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you need to go to kahoots.it and then input the PIN number, and then you'll be in. So back to the question. So it's basically saying how much can you put towards your Roth IRA each year? So there is a maximum cap, and the cap is $6,000 per year. And then that's if you're under 50 years old. If you're over 50, the government basically says, hey, we're going to allow you to catch up. And so they give you an extra $1,000 threshold. And so I'm just now noticing that I'm missing a 0. So that's supposed to say 7,000. So it's 6,000 if you're under 50. If you're 50 and above, you can contribute 7,000 per year. So they allow you to pay more so you can catch up because you are closer towards retirement. So kind of cool, but hey, now you know something new. James is in the house. Yeah. This is a Frugal Fam record. We are on week number 3, and now we finally have one other person to play versus me. All right, James, hopefully you'll get the hang of this thing. What age can you withdraw your contributions and earnings from your Roth IRA without penalty? And so it looks like it's just me and James playing right now, but this is awesome. Oh, James did not answer. Looks like he didn't answer in time. That's okay. Yeah, so the benchmark for your Roth IRA, so you're putting all this money into your retirement account, your Roth IRA, and you obviously want to withdraw that at some point, right? And the benchmark for when you can withdraw that is at 59 and a half years old, right? Now there's a lot of details with this. There are instances where you can withdraw early. And what's cool about the Roth IRA is you can withdraw your contributions at any time in life. So contributions, think of that as like your deposit. So when you deposit money into your bank account, so any money that you deposit into your Roth IRA, you can withdraw that at any time you want in your life, right? What you can't do is when that grows and I guess when that appreciates. So if you were to invest your money in, let's say, Facebook stock, right? And it grows from, I don't know what it's trading at today, but it goes from $300 to $400. Well, you're going to be penalized if you try to withdraw the $100 appreciation. But whatever you put in originally, you can take out without penalty because you've already paid taxes on that money. So hopefully that hopefully that helps you out. I didn't confuse you too much. Let's look at the chat again. All right, I'm looking at the chat here. I just got asked question 3. Mike, the Kahoot is out of sync. I get for the answers before you ask the question. I get the answers before you ask the question. I honestly, I have no idea. I think there's a lag between YouTube and my side. I think that's why. I'm honestly not sure, but it's interesting that you get the answer. All right, let's do the next one and let's see if it happens again. Let me know if it happens again. So we'll move on to the next question. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I think I know. I think I know why that is. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So it looks like it works. So whatever happened, James is back in. Maybe that was just a fluke, the first one. So yeah, I kind of gave this away just now. Like I said, your contributions, anything that you deposit into your Roth IRA, you can withdraw at any time in your life. It doesn't have to be at 59 and a half. It's only on the appreciation of your account, that earnings that you get from appreciation, you cannot withdraw that because you will be penalized for withdrawing that before the age of 59 and a half. So shout out to James. Thank you for playing. Looks like we both got that one right. Let's go on to the next. All right, James is in. He's almost 900 points. That's awesome. Once again, if anyone else is watching, let's see if anyone's watching. All right, looks like it's just James and I. Maybe there's one other person. I'm not sure. Cool. All right, so yeah, it's all right. Let's see. 900 points. Let's go to the next question. Let's see what we have. At what age can you contribute to a Roth IRA? So earlier was at what age can you withdraw from your Roth IRA? This is at what age can you start like depositing money into your Roth IRA? We'll let the timer run out. Hopefully James gets an answer in here. All right, I don't think. Yeah, I might need to adjust the controls on this. Maybe there's a lag because there's not enough time. So maybe I need to increase the time limit on this from 30 seconds to maybe like a minute. Yeah, we'll just keep rolling though. At what age can you contribute? So the cool thing about Roth IRAs is you can start at any time. So basically when you start paying taxes, so whenever you receive a paycheck and they're taking taxes out of your paycheck, that's when you can start contributing towards your Roth IRA. There are instances where there are custodial, they call them custodial Roth IRAs. So it's essentially when you're underage, you're a minor, and your parents are the ones that control your investments. So the Roth IRA is in your name, but your parents have control over it because you are a minor. But the short answer here is you can be any age and contribute to a Roth IRA as long as you are paying whatever you're paying taxes on the income that you receive. So fun little facts. Let me check the chat real quick. I'm gonna check it on my phone. Maybe not my phone, just you need to extend the time limit. I can't answer the question in time. All right. All right, I heard that. Let me I think that's exactly what happened. All right. So what question is this? All right, how do we adjust the let's see here. Damn, this stinks. Let's see here. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm gonna try to make an audible play here. And so what question is this? So this is the inherited question. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna end the game. I'm gonna change the settings. And I think it might be work better. All right, sorry for just exiting the game. Give me a few minutes. I'm just gonna manually change the timer on this. That way you get more you get a longer time limit and you can actually see the questions. So give me 1 second here. All right, so we're gonna change it to 1 minute. So because there is a lag, if I do it for 1 minute, then you'll actually be able to play without getting booted out. Let's see here. Yeah, just give me 1 moment. Appreciate you guys waiting. Technology was never my my strong point. That's why I studied finance. But I'm manually going back and I'm updating the questions. Let's see here. 1 minute. All right, we are on. Boom. Done. Okay, cool. All right, so now it should work. So this is what we're gonna do. All right, Roth IRA live trivia. Here we go. All right, so it looks like everyone has to rejoin. So I'm gonna rejoin as well. So it's gonna be a new number. So whatever number that you see on the screen right now is the number to input. All right, boom. Apologize for essentially we're basically starting over, but I'll try to go through the questions as quickly as possible. But now each question is 1 minute long. So because there's a lag between the game and YouTube, now you should be able to play and it won't keep booting you out, right? So earlier it was just James and I think it's just us two. So I'm going to start the game. Thank you again, James, for playing. I really appreciate it. All right, so now we can play. I'm not sure at what point you joined the game, James, but some of these questions might be new for you. Yeah, read the question. I'm not going to read it for you, but it's going to be in the center here. Yeah, so it's a minute timer. So by the time that you see this, I mean, you should get at least 30 seconds to answer. So hopefully that helps. Um, I'm not gonna re-explain this because I already explained this. I will the questions later on that we haven't gotten to yet. I will explain those ones when we get to them. But the first six, we're just gonna try to zoom through these. I used a pun because I'm actually using Zoom. I'm on the Zoom application, the platform right now, so it's kind of funny. All right, so James, no worries. Yeah, the biggest difference between the red and the blue with a traditional IRA, you are paying taxes when you retire. So when you withdraw the money during retirement, whereas with a Roth IRA, you are paying taxes on it now. And then by the time you retire, you can withdraw that money and it will be tax free. The growth, your appreciation will be tax free. So it's all right though. We got 12 questions, 11 to go. All right. So what is the maximum yearly amount you can contribute towards a Roth IRA? And for anyone who is joining, you can still play. It's not too late. The bottom right hand side of the screen has a I don't even know if you call this a website, but it's cahoots.it. So all you got to do is type that into your browser and then um, type in the game pin. So that the pin right now is at the bottom right hand side of the screen. So even though we're in the middle of the game, you can still join and play. So nice. All right, good job, James. You might have. I don't know if I went over that when you joined, but virtual. That's a virtual high five. All right, I already kind of explained this, so let's move on. All right, all right, James, catching up. Question number 3. All right, so this is basically what's the benchmark? So what age do you have to be to withdraw your contribution? So what you actually deposit into your account, as well as the appreciation of the money that you deposit. So at what age can you withdraw and not be penalized um, by doing that? So looks like my mom just got home, so there might be a brief interruption, but we'll try to keep the game rolling because I am in my parents' bathroom right now, so I might have to relocate rooms. Um, all right, yeah. So it looks like you guessed there. I mean, this is just stuff you wouldn't know unless you looked it up. But yeah, 59. Yeah, that's my. I don't know if you guys hear that. That's my mom banging in the ceiling. I don't think she knows I'm live streaming right now. Yeah, 59 and a half is the benchmark that you need to be to withdraw from your Roth IRA and not get penalized. So, all right, let's see where we're at. Frugal Fam is on fire. So I will say that some of these questions are based off of other quizzes that I found online. So I did not get a perfect score. So I will answer incorrectly on the ones that I did get wrong. Um, so I'm not going to get a 100 on this thing, but let's go to the next one. You can remove original contributions. I'll let you guys read it, but yeah, contributions is another way of saying whatever type of what money you deposit into your retirement account. So 50-50. Yeah, luckily there's a bunch. I actually put a handful of true or false questions. So if you I don't know, these are like 50-50. Yeah, it looks like we got it both right. I think you might have answered that one earlier. So we'll just move on. James catching up. All right. So what age? So yeah, kind of like I said earlier, there's the age that you need to be to withdraw without penalty. And this is kind of the opposite. It's like, what age do you have to be to actually um, deposit money into your Roth IRA? So I think James already heard this one because I did talk about it earlier. Yeah, so he heard it. So I'm not going to repeat this because we already went over this. But more of the story is, if you're 18 years old and you're watching this, you need to open up a Roth IRA, because the sooner you do it, the more your initial investment is going to grow. And remember, you're not being taxed on that amount. Excuse me, you're being taxed now rather than later in life. So the earnings, the appreciation of your initial investment is going to be tax free. So time is on your side if you are 18 years old, or even if you're 30 years old. I mean, the younger you start, the better. All right, so this is the question we left off on. Yeah, just this is a 50-50. If we have any new people that are watching, you can still play the game. The bottom right hand corner of the screen, it has the website. So the website is kahoot.it, and all you need to do is input this what is it, like a 7-digit number, and then once you input the number, then you'll be added to the game. So you can play with James and I, even though we've already started. So feel free for watching to join the game if you'd like. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guessed on that one, but you would be subject to paying taxes. Oh, hang on one second. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. All right, you're subject to paying taxes only on earnings. So when you inherit someone else's Roth IRA, you do, as long as that person, the original person who had it, has had it for at least 5 years, then you're not going to be penalized, and you're not going to have to pay taxes on it, right? But the flip side of that is, you are going to be, there's different details about this depending on what category you fall in, but the government is basically going to say, hey, you have to start taking distributions, meaning that you have to start withdrawing from that person's Roth IRA. But yeah, when you inherit someone else's, you are not paying taxes on it as long as they meet the 5-year rule. So James is catching up in the 3,000 category. Yeah, so James, in case you missed it, you get points based on how quickly you can answer the question correctly. So not only do you want to get the question right, but you want to answer as quickly as possible. So it looks like I'm going to go back to the chat real quick. I'm just guessing on everything. Hey, I appreciate it. It looks like it's just James and I still, which is cool. All right, let's get back to it. All right, this is question 7. At what age are you required to begin taking distributions from your Roth IRA? So distribution is another word for withdrawing. What age do you have to start withdrawing from your Roth IRA, right? Yeah, this game's kind of cool because they do consider people who are colorblind. So if you're not able to see like the red, blue, yellow, green, because I've always wondered why they have the shapes there. But yeah, if you're colorblind, the shapes are there to distinguish answers from one another. So kind of cool, kind of interesting. All right, yeah, got that right. So the one thing I want to say about this is the 72 number. So if you have a traditional Roth IRA, when you hit 72, the government basically says, "Hey, you have to start withdrawing from your retirement account." But when you have a Roth IRA, there's no age limit. So you can withdraw whenever you want, as long as that person um is still alive. Obviously, if they're not alive, then that Roth IRA is going to be inherited by that what by the I guess the beneficiary. So when you receive an inherited Roth IRA, the government will mandate that you start withdrawing. So all right, let's keep it going. Let's see what we're at. It's not it's not I mean it's not too far away. There is a question. Oh, actually, yeah, hang on. Let's see. All right, question 8. All right, multiple choice. So this is basically saying if you and your husband or wife wanted to combine your Roth IRAs, can you do it? Yes or no? You can file taxes together. So couples file um, joint. You can jointly file your taxes together. But can you do the same thing with your Roth IRA? That is the question. The answer is false. So if you know what, so IRA stands for individual retirement account, and it's just that. You're an individual. So you and your wife can both have an IRA, but they cannot be combined. In the case where one person in the family works and the other person is a stay-at-home mom or dad, then you can do you can still both do IRA or Roth IRAs based on, I guess, whoever's bringing income into the family. So the short answer is you cannot combine Roth IRAs. Each person can have them separately. So James got that one right. Not too far behind. So I was supposed to get so the true or false about the inherited one, that was the one that I originally got wrong. So this next question, I'm going to answer it wrong. So the score is accurate. Because right now this isn't originally how I answered. You can contribute to a Roth IRA and traditional IRA in the same year. Yeah, so this one I answered incorrectly to because I was supposed to get a few questions wrong. I was supposed to get one question wrong back there, but yeah. So the answer is so based on the IRS, the maximum contribution that you can make to any type of IRA is $6,000 per year. If you're under 50, and then if you're 50 and above, it can be 7,000 per year. So you can have as many IRA accounts as you want, as long as you're not going over the $6,000 limit. So that's the answer to that. So yes, you can have both. You can have as many as you want. All right. So we actually, yeah, we both got that wrong. Dang, James, that was the chance. You could have caught up. Could have caught up. It's all right. It's all right. Here we go. Where we at? Question 10. You can contribute unearned income towards a Roth IRA. Yeah, 50-50 chance. If you don't know, just give a guess. Nice. Virtual high five. All right, we both got that one right. Yeah, so like I said earlier, IRS allows you to contribute $6,000 per year. Now the caveat to that is if you're only being if you only are being let's see, if you only pay taxes on, let's say, $3,000, then that means you can only contribute $3,000. So whatever income you're being taxed on is the amount that you can contribute. So when it comes to unearned income, that is something that specifically the IRS says that type of income is not going to be allowed to go towards your Roth IRA. So, and the next question, it's going to ask you more about this. So I'm just going to hold my comments for then. But yeah, there's earned income, which is like working for someone, collecting a paycheck from someone. It could also include tips from if you're like a bartender or something. And then unearned income, which is going to be this next question. Let's see. Still down to, let's see what the comment section says. All right, yeah, my apologies, James. I'm scrolling back and forth between the comments. It looks like it's just us two. All right, moving on. There's 2 questions left. Question 11, and then we got one more after this, and then we'll be all set. So what are examples of unearned income? So there's earned income and then there's unearned income. All right, James didn't answer on that. That's okay. Yeah, so in the previous question for the picture that I had up was, it said passive income. So according to the IRS, think of unearned income almost like passive income. So you could also include any income that you receive from like a rental property. So if you own a house, any income that you receive from that would be considered unearned income. Also, when you invest into a security, into a financial security like a stock, that would be considered an unearned income, and that would not count towards a Roth IRA. So, but yeah, these are all examples. So government assistance, that's not actually earned income. So unearned. Let's see here. All right, last question. Let's check the chats. Let's check the chat. All right, still 2 people. All right, last one, then we'll wrap this thing up. This thing actually has a virtual podium for first, second, and third place. So the goal in the future, if we keep doing this thing every Friday, is hopefully we'll get like 100 people to do this and see who wins. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. All right. So the top, this is supposed to be a two question, a two answer question. So the top two are wrong. So don't, if you click those, you're going to get it wrong. So don't click that. So you're in the 22% tax bracket now. And let's say by the time you retire, your tax bracket is going to be 10%. So would you rather have a traditional Roth IRA or a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA? All right, yeah, looks like it's just me again. So traditional IRA, so if I'm being taxed at 22% now, and I know let's say in the future, my tax bracket's going to be in the 10% bracket, then I want to pay taxes later on in life than now, right? So if I want to do that, then I want the traditional IRA, because anything you contribute towards a traditional is tax deferred, meaning that whatever amount you deposit into it, you're not paying taxes today, you're going to pay taxes later on in life. So an example is if you and your wife right now are in the prime of your careers, you and your husband are in the prime of your career, and you know in a few years when you retire, one of you, let's say there's a significant age gap. Let's say one of you is 10 years older than the other. Well, when one person retires, that means you're going to go from two incomes down to one income. So your tax bracket, I guess, theoretically should decrease because now you're only having one income instead of two. So that would be an example of where a traditional Roth IRA would come in handy. So let's see the final scores. This is kind of cool. So like I said, once we get some more people involved in this, yeah, they actually have a virtual podium. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's easy to get first place if you create the quiz. So anyways, I'm going to try to make this a regular thing. So every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to do live trivia, trying to do each week will be something new. Really appreciate, shout out to James and everyone that watched. This is the first time that we've actually had participation. The past 2 weeks, it's literally just been me talking at a camera. So it's kind of cool to see some interaction now, but appreciate you guys watching, taking time out of your day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, check out the channel. We do videos about saving money, try to post there regularly, but yeah, every Friday, financial live trivia with Frugal Fam. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a great week. Take care.